Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another yoga video. My name is Sarah from YouBloom Yoga and Wellness, and today I'm bringing you a chair yoga video. So, chair yoga is honestly one of my favorite styles of yoga to practice, although even calling it a style feels not right because yoga is something that you can practice everywhere, no matter what you're doing, and chair yoga is just that exactly. It is something great for office workers, for people sitting on your couch, for people that are wheelchair bound, for people that are maybe have difficulty getting to the ground, and for people who are looking for deeper stretches. It is literally a perfect prop for everybody. So if you see this video and you're like, ooh, chair yoga, I don't know if that's for me, please give it a try. I promise that you will find something new. You'll connect a little bit deeper into your body in practice. And at the very least, you're still moving your body. So what's not to love about that? So with all of that being said, we're going to jump into our practice. And this chair practice is going to be staying fully on the chair. Now, there are some chair practices where we might be next to the chair. We might be using it to get into deeper stretches. Today, we are keeping it pretty grounded, pretty relaxed and casual. So we will be staying seated on our chair the entire time. The type of chair you have doesn't really matter too much. I am working with a classic, just little folding chair. The only thing I do kind of warn against is something with wheels. So if you are only at your office doing this with a little rolly chair, just be careful. Maybe bring something underneath your chair or behind it so you're not going to be rolling away. And then to begin, we're going to allow ourselves to rest on the back of our chair. So you can really lean into the back for a little support. If it feels comfortable, you might close the eyes or soften the gaze. The hands can rest on the lap. And we'll start with a bound angle variation, bringing the bottoms of the feet close to one another, letting the knees drop out. So finding this kind of a diamond shape with the legs and feet. If it feels comfortable to close the eyes, you might do so here. Just allow yourself to focus on the breath, noticing the breath in, followed by the breath out. Not needing to change anything about the way that you're breathing, just holding space for the breath to be with you. Feeling the coolness of the breath in, followed by the warmth of the breath out. And on your next breath in, slightly tip the chin up as if you're looking towards the sky. On an exhale, chin towards the chest. Breath in, we look towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. We'll take that again here. Breath in to roll the head up. Exhale, chin to chest. Leaving the chin at the chest, gently rock the head from left to right. And continue this motion into full circles here, being mindful not to crank into the back of the neck, just keeping these as soft motions. Rather than go ahead and reverse your direction. And rather than thinking about this being the biggest motion, seeing how far you can push the neck, think about this instead as just a warm up. We're inviting just a little movement and fluidity into the spine, this upper part of the spine. And find some stillness for the neck. We'll bring the feet so they are now pressing into the ground and slide forward a little bit. So that way there is a few inches of space between yourself and the back of the chair. Looking to bring the feet hip width distance. And then notice the pressure in the feet. Are they just kind of casually resting there? Or can we send energy actively pushing the soles of the feet down into the ground? Might even feel those muscles in the top of the thighs, our quads turn on a little bit. And we'll take a moment here to relax the whole body, relax the feet, and stamp the feet into the ground. Feel that energy and engagement of the muscles rising up. And keeping the feet active, breath in, sit a little bit taller. Big breath in to follow, arms lift overhead. And reach the right arm down, holding on to the side of the chair, and lean to the right. Option to look up towards the ceiling. And back through center, both arms come up again. Push the feet down, reach a little taller through the fingers. Left hand holds the chair, find the side bend. Pause here for breath in, opening that right side of the body through that right arm. And back through center, both arms lift. Extend the right leg long. On an exhale, hinge forward. Let the arms fall. They might land on this thigh here, taking a rest. Maybe they reach down to the other leg or the floor. Blocks are always a nice addition here. Now, if you feel comfortable, left fingers on the ground or a block, stay there. Or we'll bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Breath in like a door, hinge that right arm out to the side and up towards the ceiling. So you might pause right here, maybe even here. Totally okay. What we're not looking for is the arm trying to get all wonky with the idea of reaching up. Again, think of this door hinging at the shoulder. As we come up, start to rotate through the chest. Pause here for a big breath in and back out. We stay for another cycle of breath, relaxing the muscles around the shoulders. And on your next exhale, sweep it close. Bring the hands back down to the leg or blocks. Breath in, roll it all the way up, lift the arms. Maybe we lift that heel just a little bit, or lift it hip height. And relax everything down. Take a seated child's pose. So folding over the bent legs. Again, hands may reach to the ground or folded on the thighs. Breath in, roll it back up, hands to the sky. Left leg now extends long. Finding our same thing here. So hinging at the hips, reach forward, then let the hands fall wherever they naturally land. So we're actively flexing these left toes. I like to visualize that my toenails are trying to touch my shin. So toenails trying to touch the shin here. Obviously that's not going to happen, but it helps to keep that energy through the foot pulling back. Right fingertips to the floor, block, or right forearm to the thigh. Then just like a door hinging out, left arm reaches up. Take a big breath in. Exhale to soften. Couple more breaths here. Giving into this twist, relaxing the muscles in the upper back. On your next breath out, we release, folding back down into that single leg fold, pausing for a couple breaths. On a breath in, roll it up, hands to the sky. Maybe the heel hovers, maybe the leg lifts to hip height. And plant the foot down, release forward, seated child's pose. Roll it all the way up again, hands to sky. We're now twisting to the right. So left hand finds the right knee. Right hand, I'm going to lean just a little bit so you can see. Right hand maybe finds this rung of the chair, that back part of the chair. And what I love about twisting in a chair is you can really get a little deeper into the twist than you can unassisted or unsupported. So to do so, on a breath in, sit even taller, and use the hand on the chair. I hate saying the word crank because that has such an intense connotation to it. But if you imagine almost like a little lever, you are twisting yourself, pulling against that chair a little deeper to twist maybe in a way that you wouldn't be able to access without this chair. Never want to feel pain. This should just be a nice twist. Take one more cycle of breath. And unravel. Bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the chair or on the chair. Then find your breath in, lengthening, feet are pushing into the ground again, crown of the head reaching tall. And we twist towards that chair. On a breath out, unravel through center, both hands to the sky. And release it all the way down, hands through the heart, down to the legs. Now extend both legs out long. Now you may need to adjust a little bit so you feel comfortable sitting on your chair with both legs out. And we're going to start holding on to the seat of the chair. Breath in, sit nice and tall, little lift to the heart and the head, then hinge at the hips, lean forward. You feel like you can't go any further. Option to stay here, hands on the chair, or release one hand, maybe both down. Now, if this is bothering the heels, like I know I'm practicing on kind of a hard surface, so I like to plant the sole of my foot down just because it feels better on the surface I'm at. So if you're feeling like my heels are barking at me in a painful way, plant the feet down, knees might have a little bend. So pause for another cycle of breath. Then roll it up, hands to the sky. So we're now going to bring the heels down. So this shouldn't be too painful, even if you are on a wood floor. We're not going to be kind of hinging forward, dropping our weight like we just were. So feet are extended, heels down, feet are flexed. Now turn the palms away from your body and hinge forward just a little bit, so just a couple inches. Think of a down dog shape. So a little flexion through the hands, push the arms forward, arms in line with the ears. Pause for a breath. Breath in, rise back up, walk the feet back in, a little seated back bend. Exhale all the way down, seated child's pose. Fold over the legs. On a breath in, roll it back up. We're scooting back slightly on the chair, taking the feet into a wider V. So if you're familiar with goddess pose, we are in our goddess shape. Right elbow rests on the right thigh. Breath in, left arm up and overhead. We'll draw some circles here with this left arm. We still push both feet into the ground, keeping the bottom half of our body active. And reverse the direction. And using your arm like a little, I think like a windmill here, we'll reach up and then over to the left and find your circles here. Continuing to breathe the whole time. And reversing that direction. And rise back up, cactusing out our arms or a little goalpost shape. Squeeze the elbows together, expand the hands, and then drop the hands down to the thighs, pushing one shoulder in and then the next. Breathing in as you come through center, exhale as the shoulder drops in. Close out one more time on each side here. And return through center, help the legs close back up, sliding a little bit towards the top of the chair. Hands hold on towards the back of the chair. We'll rock the legs out side to side after that. All right, then we'll find some stillness again. Scooting towards the back of our chair, finding the legs back into that bound angle shape, just as we had started. Bring the left hand over the heart, right hand over the belly. Eyes may close here if it feels comfortable. Just return to the flow of the breath. Taking a moment for a full body scan, noticing any areas of tension, noticing any areas that maybe feel a little less tense after that movement. We'll take 3 more deep breaths together here. And one last breath together. Meet with our hands together at heart center. Pausing for a moment of shared gratitude. Gratitude towards yoga, gratitude towards your ability to practice yoga, and gratitude for this space, our ability to practice yoga, this community, and all communities we can grow and learn from. Thank you all for joining me in another practice today. I look forward to joining with you again on our mat or maybe the chair very soon. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.